Hello, assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Fardak. My number absent is 17. I'm from TBI 4G. Okay, I will retell and I will explain about my short story what I was read last week with the title A and P by John Updike. Are you already know what is the short story A and B about? Maybe you don't know. I will tell you. John Updike's A and P is about Sammy, a cashier at an A and P grocery store. With the three girls enter the store wearing swimsuit, leading Sammy to reject his life and seek something and new as he enters adulthood. The literary devices are used in A and P. John's Updike's is A and P. John Updike use first-person narration from Sammy's point of view. He also used many symbols, such as the girl's swimsuit as a symbol of nonconformity and the herring snack as a symbol of class relation. NP is a short story by John Updike, published in 1919 and 61. The story is told from the perspective of Sammy, a 19 years old cashier at an A&P grocery store who observed three girls about his age walk into the store in a swimsuit. The story follows Sammy watching the girls as they move through the store, leading a climatic confrontation with Sammy's boss. In that short story, there is some character like Sammy is the narrator and the protagonist of A&P. He is 9 years old, appeared to come from a modest or lower middle class background and expressed many sexist and misanthropic misanthropic viewpoint. He objective the three girls, ranking them by attractiveness, and he described the customer in the store as sheep. Sammy is the protagonist of the story. This is a key coming of age moment for him as he quit his job, inspired by the girls' non-conformity. And next character is Stuckey. Is a secondary character in A and P. He is just a few years older than Sammy. At 22 years old, married with at 22 years old, married with two children. Stuckey and Sammy work in the two adjacent checkout lanes, and they share a moment appreciating the girl's attractiveness. Stuckey is from a similar background to Sammy, and he represents the next step on Sammy's path if he continued the way he is going at the grocery store. Though he's just 3 years older than Sammy, Stuckey is already married and trapped in the lower middle class life that Sammy dislikes so much. Stuckey even wants to be manager of the store someday, a poisonous idea to Sammy. And next character is Langle. Langle is the store manager and a friend of Sammy's parent. He embraced the girl and rushed them out of the store in the story climax, leading to Sammy quitting his job. Langer represent the endpoint of the path that led from Sammy to stoicism to middle-aged life. He seems miserable, hides in his office, and cannot appreciate the girl's beauty as Sammy and Stucky do. And last character is Queenie. Queenie and the girls from the tension of A&P's plot. Queenie especially seems rich to be shopping at the AB grocer, and she's the most beautiful of the three. Sammy quickly identifies her as the leader of the three girls as she walks more confidently than the other. The girl's entry is the inciting event of the plot, leading to Sammy coming of age moment of quitting his job and ending up alone. A&P by John Updike analysis. A&P is an excellent example of a coming of age story. As Sammy leaves childhood behind and becomes an adult, Sammy is trained at the bones of his young life, represented by the grocery store, until the girls appear as an example and argument against small-town middle-class conformity. The goats represent a counterexample to the life Sammy has known, and an argument against accepting the boundaries that life has placed on him. If they can do, why can't Sammy? Why can't Sammy? At the end of the story, Sammy shed his uniform, the apron and booty, to follow the girls into his own adulthood. Their absence at the end of the story is Sammy's first adult disappointment, the first of many he realizes. The themes in A&P. First is class relation. Are a manager team in A&P, the girls are coming in from out of town, meaning they come from a wealthy enough background to go to beach often. They also buy a fancier snack than Sammy family would expect. At the end of the story, Sammy observes that the girls, Queenie especially, seem to be looking down on the people in the A&P. The cult social status is aspirational from Sammy, but also unattainable on his current path. Even Legal, who has achieved success in the context of the A&P grocery store, has a lower social class than these teenage girls. Second is gender relation interacts with a class theme of A&P. The named character in the story are almost all men, and Queenie, the only named female character, is a nickname assigned by Sammy. Sammy is not necessarily derogatory toward the girls, but does objectively them. He notes their sexual feature in the most detail and rank them based on the those feature. He also expressed more generally sexist opinion, likening girl brains to a bunch of bees.
Yeah.
And the last only part is lesson summary. A&P is a classic short by John Updike, a famous poet, critic, and novelist known primarily from his depiction of small-town middle-class life. A&P is no exception. This coming of age story tale of Sammy a cashier at an AP grocery store who leave childhood behind over the course of the story. Um, A and B don't like summary. Say summary. Maybe I will tell a little bit of the short story. A and B by John Updike summary. Sammy is working the cash register at the AP grocery store when the girls walk in wearing swimsuit semi categorized the three girls by their attractiveness and nature, and decide that one is the queen, the most attractive and assured of the three, with her swimsuit strapped down off her shoulders. The girls disappear into the aisles of the store and come back to semi-register to check out Queenie. Produce, produces money from inside her swimsuit top. Okay, that's all what I can do. Maybe I like this short story because this story is give give our lesson uh,
Yeah.
telling about give me lesson about freedom. People in the world is there is a freedom to appreciate to do what he like, but is
Yeah.
but is not to freedom, not to free either, but people in this short story is telling people is cannot be
Yeah.
the people is cannot be bridle. They have freedom, every people. So I like these people is telling about the freedom, about the
Yeah.
telling about the freedom, about human rights. Okay, I think enough from me. That's all my retelling about the short story. Okay, I think enough. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.